Well, hello. I have a request about capturing emails with group mail. And I had the same problem before, but today I will show you how you can do that because it's frustrating when you believe somebody's putting their information and then you don't receive it because it's not properly set up. It's not properly set up. So let's do this. That way you know how you can make sure you have the group mail form so you can capture the emails. So let me share my screen with you. Share screen. So as you can see, I'm now sharing my screen. Let's go to Groove. So I am in the create new site page where I can create a new site. The reason I'm going to do this is to show you how you can create the form, make sure it's from group mail because what is available is not working and it did not work for me. So let's preview this. I already kind of looked into this page, landing page that, a lot of us like to use. And this is a book funnel. Simple like that. What I had a problem before is this type of form. It looks okay, it looks good, but then it's not reaching out to me because I don't have integration. So that's my problem. With this, you can still receive this if you have integration like, MailChimp or Active Campaign. There's quite a few email marketing software that you can use. And some are free. You can use some are free for a certain amount of emails. And then if you go beyond that, then you have to pay. So this is just a preview. We can't use it, do something with it. So I'm going to just close this and select this instead. So I will name my page, my landing page. And start building. As you can see, I already have two websites, so I can only have another one. If you want more than 3 websites, then you might as well upgrade, and it's going to be the best investment for you because there's just so much you can do with this tool. Everything is here. So now, as you can see, it's already showing the template that I just selected. We're going to start creating. This is group. I will change it to my book funnel. And this I can leave this for change it to, instead of group, I could change it to author, for authors. Easy edit final template for authors. If you have a book, well, yeah, you can use this pretty much. So here you can replace this image by clicking it. Make sure you are in the image. If you look here, and then you can configure this image here by going to configure and then change the image. For you to find an image, you could take a picture of your image or your book, or you can use a mockup in several, you can just research this and you can find, mockup for books, things like that. For now, I'm just gonna show you that you can actually look for images. If you don't have images of your own, you can use a free image, free stock photos, and here you can just type, let's say, a book. It will give you some options. A book, a book, a book, a book, a book. There's many. Now, if you want to use your own, then this is not the right place for you, especially writing a book. You want to showcase your book itself because, it's your book, right? So let's just cancel this and go back here. Now it's this link here. This is a link for your lead to go to. And here is a link. You can add a page or a block or a URL or a pop-up or a blog or a cart. If you have a store, which by the way, even as a free account, you can create a store for that. You can create a store. So now where did they go? Go back. So there you go. There's, like I said, this tool is very, very much everything you need to. So if you're really considering a business, this is a good investment to upgrade. So now I have this keep it page. Let's say I would choose a page, which is home, ebook landing page. This is the landing page, and that's it. An update. So now whenever someone clicks on this, they will be taken to the ebook landing page, which is this page. Now, if you want to change this color, change the color. Let's change it to yellow because we have yellow here. Go to design and go to background and then change this to yellow. There's a few selections already here. You can choose that, or you can customize the color. For this, will make it easier, faster. We'll just, use the basic colors that is available here. And then the text, we want to change this text to darker since the yellow is so light. Go to text, and first, by the way, you want to use font that you would be used all over the site. That way it looks kind of clean and easy to look at or see. So this is Puffins, and we can change this to black. So now it's very obvious. In fact, you can also make it bold by selecting this weight and change it to semi-bold, or you want it bold, you want it really, really extra bold, things like that. I usually just use semi-bold. And the text size, you can make it big, you can make it small, like that. That looks good to me. It's small. Let's put it this way. As you can see, there's a big, when you do that, also there's this double, this is the hover. If you click on this, let's go back to the background first, because if I do that on text, the text will change color. So let's go back to background. And then, as you can see, that's the yellow. And then if you click on this, it changed the color. And this is the second color available. So if you want to change it or keep it that way, that's fine. And then you want, of course, edit as much as you can to align with your business. So like this, these are just text that you can see everywhere. And these are the areas that you need to replace with your content, with your copy. That way it will be aligned to your business. Same thing with this. If you don't need this, although you may need this because your book, see, this is topics covered in this book, so you can point out the specific areas, what the benefit of having this book. And if you have, this has 6, so you can just have 3 is fine, 6 is fine, so that's up to you. So just click here. You want to replace that and go to, you can replace it here. And then you're gonna design like why, if you want it thick, bold, color, like we did earlier. So basically it's almost the same thing. You just do the same thing. Editing is always on this right side. So we're not gonna touch that because what I'm aiming today is the mail form. Make sure you get the email when somebody signs up. So these are pretty cool. You can delete, if you want to delete this, like this. These are 6 items. So if you only need 3 things that you can showcase about your book, then you don't need this. When you click on this, if you don't want this, you can delete this. You can move this up and down. But if you don't want this, you can also copy it here, and you can delete this by clicking this button and then confirm. And now there's only 3. Okay, so the next thing is a video, which this video you can always use YouTube for videos. You can, if there are videos, but this is like an image, so you don't have to. But you can change this to video if you want. When you want to do that, you are going on this side. You go to elements, but I'm going to show you this side anyway. So let's go down and see what we need to change or kind of look into. This is what our readers are saying, and these are like reviews. So if I click on this, there's this extra thing that I don't know why it's there, but I don't need it, so I'm going to delete it. So it won't be a big gap between that. This is already a big gap. So if you want to move this above a little on top, then you want to go to spacing. And as you can see, it's 80 on top and 80 at the bottom. So this is the gap. So let's say we want to move it a little bit, half of it, or maybe 60. Change it to 60. Okay, this is half. So I kind of like it. So we'll just leave it that way. Of course, you can move it however you want. Then the next thing is subscribe to get a preview. So now this is what I'm talking about. I like to see, I have this form. As I see it, it's in the container, and this is the block. So if you click on this, you will see what is the whole thing, block. So if I only click on this image, then I will get to the image. This is where I can change the image. If you go to background, no configure, then you can choose the image and replace them. Then I would like to have this change. So now I'm in the form container. So be careful when you click. You make sure you're in the right place. Otherwise, you'll be changing it and editing it, and then you will be crying because it's not the right way. So this is the email form. However, I want to use the Groove Mail form because I don't have integration. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to create a form. Now, what I'm going to do also is to create a form by going to Group Mail. Okay, but before that, I need to save this. And it shows it's saved when there's a green pop-up here that says content saved. By the way, as you can see, there's this integration here. That means you are going to integrate this form with like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, what else? ConvertKit, something like that. And then you can integrate it to select what you have. Or it just use Post. Post is a different site. So I don't want to use that. I'm going to use our Group Mail form. So I'm going to just leave that none. See, now the content is saved. I'm going to form, which is going to Group Mail. Group Mail. So now go to form, create a form. Our form is about ebook landing page. Save and continue. Now edit form. What you want to find out: the first name, last name, and email. That's pretty much common. So because we already have first name here, we can move this up. So with the first one and then email, but sometimes I would like the last name, but this can be done now. Now to make this look good, you want to click on it and now you can edit it right here. So let's say first name, you want to first name, not like that. It's not easy to read. So this is a little better. Make sure the field is required and update. As you can see, the first name is better looking than earlier. Now you have done, done that. So next, then you are going to create a list, which right now I don't have a list yet because this is a new account. I'm going to, how about the ebook? We'll put it as the list for ebook list. Hold on. The ebook list, so it's easier to remember. Right now, ebook list, and then assign tags, which I don't assign tags for now because this is just a demo. Sequence, no sequence yet, and then opt-in, single opt-in, success URL. Then we will be, how about ebook landing page.com. Thank you. So it will go to the thank you page, which we will create in a little bit, and send by email. Welcome email. So welcome email is something you also want to create, but for now we don't send email. And go next. So now that you get a link here that you will going to embed when you create the form. So copy this. And then let's go back to before that, finish it. And let's go back to now I have, as you can see, there's already a form that is showing. Now go back to group pages. And let's open the page that we just created. Open editor. One tip, it's best to have a few pages open than switching back and forth. You can open a few here, like 2 or 3, instead of just 1, 2. That way it's easier to just switch back and forth. Now, I'm going to go to elements, and then you want to drag the group mail form, which is below this one here, and then you can drag it here. Right. Now, as you can see, this is, see, it's in the email. Not in the email, it's in the inside the form container. So normally you would delete this first and then you can just add. So that's what you're gonna do. I'm going to delete this. This is the form container. I'm going to delete this 10. Now there's none. Let's go to elements and go to the form, group mail form. And click in the form. Like you have to be in the form. Click it, and now you can configure it. Configure is to select the page, the mail form that you created, ebook landing page, and then you are going to thank you redirect link, which is we had created page. Let's just use the same thing. Update. So first name, last name, ebook landing page. That's what we created. First name and email. So now you can make it a little pretty by clicking inside and adding some space. That way it doesn't look like it doesn't belong there. So let's go to spacing. Let's put this little spacing, like just 8. Or yeah, that one 16, 15 is good. So it looks better. The other thing I want to do is the back shadow because it makes it a little pop. XL. If I click outside of it, as you can see, it's showing that it's pop out. So this one here, we don't need this anymore because we already had this button. I'm just gonna delete this and there you go. So when you click on this, you want to change the color so it's not very bright text. It's good. And make sure you click on this, not empty. Make sure they have to fill it out before you give them a preview of the book. Otherwise, they'll be able to access it easy without without names and emails, and you won't get the email, right? So, okay. Now I will go to, I'll do it at the same time. Email, and then same thing, email, add validation, and then input cannot be empty, and then update. Every time I update, it just changes the size, but that's okay, we can beautify it. This one too, the submit button, we can also change that, or you can just leave it like that. Let's say download now. So you can see it change, download now. So let's go back here. Well, we can change the color too of the background. So background, since we're already here, let's change it to yellow so it complements this yellow. And then we'll just change the text. It's hovering again. Hover. Well, we can leave it pink, or we can change it to none. Okay. It's not good though. Although it doesn't matter because we're going to change this color first. Make sure you pick a font that you use all over the page. So let's pick that and then change this color to black so it will be very obvious. And then you change the size. 18. That looks good. I may want a little darker. And then here we have to make a space, give it space. That way it's a little, looks good. Now, as you can see, there's a big gap here. I would like to minimize that so they would look like they're one piece. And then the next one is the first name. Also put a space in between. 15. And then lower this a little bit to 15. That looks okay. And this one here is a little bit narrower than this two. Actually, this is wider, so let's even it out. Let's put 16. 15, I mean. Same thing with this, spacing. My mouse is not cooperating very well, giving me a different answer. So like that's good. And I usually like to tone this color down. So I go back to text and keep it that way. I can change, you can change it however you want, but I like it to be I'm just gonna use a gray, light gray color, which I can't find here. I thought I have gray color. That would look good. This one too. Just, kind of looks good to not be obvious. Text. Keep the same color. Okay. So now I have that. And that's it. Now, when somebody signs up, it will go directly to you without any integration, which I like. So next, pricing and plans. If you have a starter kit, pro kit, nerd kit, or something, different levels of your courses or your product, then you want to use this one. If not, you can just delete this. Same thing with this. You can link it to configure it and link it to page or pop up, things like that. So now that's it. That's how you do this form. Let's do another one to just kind of show you how important it is because, like I mentioned, I didn't know about integration before, and I just kept thinking, where are they going? I didn't receive because it's not integrated. So now I am working on I have everything changed, and that helps. So we'll change this again. So I'm going to, as you can see, you're in a form container. Make sure you're in a form container and then delete this. So now it's an empty container. Now you go back to elements and then scroll down all the way, not really all the way, but here, almost to the bottom, and drag this form to here. And then you make sure you click in the middle, so you're in the form. And you will configure it now. Select the ebook landing page and select a thank you page. For now, we only have this page. So just to kind of get an idea of what you can do. So update, now it's showing the same one here, right? First name, email. So now we can make some changes. First name, so that's good. Make sure it's, add validation rules. Input cannot be empty. Same thing with email. That way, when somebody click on this, you get the email before sharing part of your book, because next one is same thing. You want to change this to download now. Update. And then since we're here, make sure the spacing is, there's enough spacing to make it look clean. All area, 4 side. And then you want to give space on this one, on each field. Make it 15 is good. This one too, 15. Spacing, 15. You can do it all at once, like this. You can just go back to text and then change the text to lighter color. Same thing with this text, change to lighter color. And we have, what color do we have here? Yellow. So we're going to change this button to yellow. Background is yellow, so we change it to yellow, and then we change the text to black. That way it will be obvious. Let's make it dark. There you go. And the text, you want to change it to 2018 is good. So there you go. Now you can make sure you can get the email now, because it's already set up to your group mail. So that's it, folks. If you need help, hey, ask and it shall be given to you. So this is just one example. Oh, this is, I want to change this, by the way, because it's so narrow and it's not uniform. Make it look good. So this is the spacing, 15, this. Now it's even out. That looks better. So that's it. Make sure you are using the group mail form so you get all the emails. All right, thank you. And make sure to save it. You don't save it, you lose it. You have to do it all over again. Save it, and then wait for the green pop up. And then when you're done with this, you can publish. Once you're done everything, if everything is set up, edited according to your business, then you can publish it. Okay, that's it. And bye for now. If you have other requests or question, let us know. We'll help you find the answer. And also, if you find this of value, please like our tutorial and to sign up for the free account. You don't lose anything for signing up for free, and you can play around it. And if you're really interested in business, having a business, then this would be a no-brainer for you. It could save you thousands just having this tool. So that's it for now. Thank you and see you next time.